Hello everyone, this time this video is about the speech. A speech is an act of speaking. It's an expression of communication of thoughts and feelings by spoken words. A speech enables a person to directly connect to a large number of people. It is a very effective way to change their mind's opinion or strengthen their beliefs. The purpose of a speech are two basically, a general and a specific. The general purpose is to inform, to persuade, and to entertain an audience. The specific purpose must answer to one of the following questions. What are you informing the audience of? What are you trying to persuade the audience to do? Or how are you entertaining your audience? Or what do you focus on? According to the format, we have three parts of the speech. The ancient Greeks divided into three different parts: the ethos, the pathos, and the logos. The ethos refers to the credibility of the speaker. This is the kind of questions a good speaker will try to answer. What gives me the right to speak before the audience? And when answering this question, they make reference to the ethos of the speech. They normally give a background of why they are speaking about this topic and, well, this kind of things. The pathos refer to an appeal to the emotions. For example, how does the speaker steer an emotional response from the audience? This is another question on the speaker's mind when trying to convince the audience of a cause. For example, they have to ask questions about what do you do? How would you react in this situation? What would you do in this situation? Questions like that. The logos is an appeal to the audience logic. A good speaker will want to include valid arguments and reasoning. In this part, the speaker makes reference to the facts of his or her topic. How does your speech make sense or logically? Here, normally, the speaker gives data or gives facts, informational facts of the topic. When writing, you have to pay attention to a semi-formal or informal language. We have to use we or you when writing your speech. You can also have an approximately serious tone. Appropriate serious tone. Catch the audience attention at the beginning and leave a clear impression at the end. Also include elements of speech rhetoric, for example, rhetorical questions or repetitions. The structure of a speech has three parts: the introduction, the development, and the conclusion. In the introduction, you state basically the topic of your speech. You tell the audience the main points of your speech. You say what you are going to speak about. And here you can make reference to the ethos. In the body, you speak about each point in detail. For each point, you must give the audience some evidence or information that will help you explain and support each point. The body is the longest of the three parts, and here you can refer to the logos. In the conclusion, you should summarize the main points of your speech and emphasize what you want the audience to remember. And this is basically when you make all of the pathos. Here you have 10 tips to writing a speech. For example, number 1, it must be memorable. Say something that the people would remember. Have a structure. If you do not follow a structure, your audience might be a little bit lost when you are speaking. Don't waste the opening. The opening is basically the first part where you attract the attention of the audience. So please don't waste it. Number 4, strike the right tone. When you write, this is not very important, but when you speak, this is one of the most important things that you have to pay attention to. Number 5, humanize yourself. Don't be like a robot talking all the time. You are a human being. You feel, you have emotions. Try to interpret that. Number 6, repeat yourself. If you do not repeat information in a speech, sometimes your audience might be lost. Use transitions. In these transitions, you can use the linker words. Number 8, include theatrics. This is when you perform your speech. You have to make gestures and make movements with your hands so you can enhance your audience to your speech. Number 9, end strong. Your ending is basically important for the audience to remember what you are saying. And number 10, and very, very important, keep it short. If you do it very long, the audience might be lost and do not remember everything of what you say. Well, that's basically the whole topic of the speech. I hope you have the correct information and you can check it. Bye.